In the summer of 1990, legendary heavy metal band Judas Priest found themselves in a courtroom defending their music against an accusation that shocked the world. The case revolved around the tragic suicide pact of two young men, Raymond Belknap and James Vance, who had spent hours listening to Judas Priest's 1978 album, Stained Class, before attempting to end their lives. The plaintiffs, their grieving families, alleged that the album contained subliminal messages urging them to commit suicide. The case set off a firestorm of controversy, testing the limits of free speech, artistic expression, and moral responsibility in the music industry. The lawsuit, filed in 1985, claimed that hidden messages in the song Better by You, Better Than Me contained subliminal commands such as "do it," which supposedly drove the young men to their fatal decision. While subliminal messaging had long been a subject of psychological debate, this was one of the rare times it was seriously considered in a legal setting. The plaintiffs argued that these alleged messages were deliberately placed by the band, effectively holding them accountable for the tragedy. Judas Priest, fronted by the iconic Rob Halford, vehemently denied the allegations. Their defense, supported by expert witnesses, asserted that any perceived messages were purely coincidental, the result of audio artifacts and natural sound anomalies, rather than intentional manipulation. Additionally, they argued that if subliminal messages truly had an uncontrollable impact, advertising industries and governments would have been exploiting them to far greater effect. The trial, held in Reno, Nevada, gripped the media. It wasn't just about one band or two young men. It was a reflection of the growing cultural war between the conservative establishment and the rising influence of heavy metal music. During the 1980s, parents, politicians, and religious groups frequently targeted rock and metal artists, accusing them of corrupting youth with themes of rebellion, violence, and the occult. This trial became a focal point in that larger battle. Rob Halford himself took the stand, breaking into an a cappella performance to demonstrate that the supposed subliminal messages were mere sonic coincidences, not intentional directives. Audio experts dissected the tracks, explaining that backward masking and other audio phenomena were not proof of an agenda, but rather natural byproducts of recording processes. Ultimately, the judge ruled in favor of Judas Priest, concluding that there was no concrete evidence of intentional subliminal messaging. The case was dismissed, marking a victory for artistic freedom and setting a legal precedent for future attempts to censor music based on perceived hidden meanings. However, the tragedy of the young men's deaths remained at the heart of the story, sparking ongoing discussions about mental health, personal responsibility, and the impact of media on impressionable minds. The Judas Priest subliminal message trial remains one of the most infamous moments in rock history. It symbolized the peak of the 1980s moral panic surrounding heavy metal, a time when artists found themselves under siege for simply expressing their creativity. Today, it serves as a reminder of the power of music, the importance of free speech, and the dangers of scapegoating art for societal issues.